Since ancient times, the Bible has been a book that guides, comforts, and awakens questions in those who approach its pages. But within its texts, there are secrets that few dare to mention, and today we will talk about one of them. A verse that for centuries was present in many Bibles, but which mysteriously disappeared in modern versions. This is not a simple printing error or a matter of translation. It was deliberately removed, and its absence has generated questions that almost no one dares to answer. Imagine opening your Bible, reading your favorite verses, and suddenly realizing that something that should be there simply isn't. This is what has happened with Matthew 17:21, a verse that in some older versions clearly read, "But this kind of demon can come out only by prayer and fasting." A powerful, direct message with precise instructions from Jesus on how to act in extreme spiritual situations. However, in many modern Bibles, this line has simply disappeared. Why? That's the first question that strikes us. If this verse was so important, why did someone decide to remove it? Some scholars suggest it was a matter of ancient manuscripts. Not all writings from that era have survived intact, and some texts were considered less reliable by early translators. But the Bible isn't just any book. Every word, every phrase has a purpose. And removing something as specific as this verse changes how millions interpret Jesus' teachings. What's most unsettling is that this omission hasn't been addressed from the pulpits of many churches. If you attend sermons, it's rarely mentioned. Fasting, a central practice in the spiritual life, is presented superficially or symbolically, but not as a powerful method that Jesus taught directly. This gives the verse's absence a new significance. It's not just a text that disappeared, but a message that, for unknown reasons, was silenced for centuries. The story of this lost verse extends far beyond the pages. Examine the lives of those who have tried to study, translate, and teach it. Some biblical historians discovered marginal notes in ancient documents that pointed to the importance of this phrase. But when they shared it in their communities, they encountered resistance, disbelief, or even censorship. The question that hangs in the air is simple yet chilling. What if this message had remained visible all this time? How would it change the understanding of prayer, fasting, and the spiritual power of believers? From the outset, our goal is not only to inform, but to open the eyes of those seeking to understand the depth of Jesus' message. This verse connects us to spiritual discipline and the strength that comes from faith combined with conscious action. Every word, every instruction has a hidden purpose, and removing it leaves a void that many have never noticed, but that directly affects how we live our relationship with God. The mystery begins here in the simple disappearance of a text, but it casts a shadow over centuries of interpretation.